Hey guys, it is Premium Content Wednesday. Welcome back to the Writers Retreat Network. I hope that you guys have enjoyed our video about I'm trying to see if I'm looking in the right. Am I supposed to be looking up here or at myself? I hope that you guys enjoyed our webinar on ebook publishing. So for this video, I was doing a lot of research and I saw that there have been a lot of statistics put out about the recent trends in the publishing industry, as well as I received an email from my distributor, Ingram, about recent changes taking place. So I really wanted to do this video because, every now and then we have videos where I share with you guys news, announcements, or different things that are taking place in the publishing industry that you should be aware of. So first, I just want to share just a little bit about the email that I received from my distributor. And basically, this became effective on April 1st. So this is like a very recent email. This became effective 2 days ago because as I'm posting this is April 3rd. And by the way, thank you guys, everyone who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you so much. My birthday was yesterday, and I really appreciate all the love that I received. So basically, it says, Dear Publisher, effective April 1st, 2019, we will apply a 2% increase in print pricing for all trim sizes, print formats, color, paper, binding types, and binding types. This increase will affect printing in the United States, United Kingdom, and Europe, and is the direct result of a significant increase in print and manufacturing costs within the print industry as a whole. Okay, so I just want to explain to you guys a little bit of what that means and what this will mean for you as a writer. So we know that for years and years, for decades, the publishing industry has been booming. But recently, in more modern times, the self-publishing industry has come about. So books now are being printed at a higher rate than they were before, because before, the only people really who would have their books printed are the people who were going through a brick and mortar publisher. But with the introduction of self-publishing, literally anyone can become an author easily by just uploading their book to KDP rather than having to go through different contracts and all these different steps of getting approved. If you decide that you want to be a self-published author, you can, sign up and then, next month you're ordering 300 books. All right, so this is kind of to give you a background of why, more printing, there's a higher demand on the print industry within publishing. And because of that, and because of how much our industry is growing, and because how many new authors are coming, they are raising the prices of what it costs to print your book and all that stuff. And they gave me an example just so you can have a better example. And if in case you've never published a book before, the way it works is there's a print cost for your book. So the print cost is like the basic cost that it is to produce your book, to have the pages, to print the cover and everything out. And then as the author, you order the print costs or the wholesale price, and then you can have it in stock if you go on speaking engagements or if you have your own online website or store where you want to sell it, and then you put a retail price on it on top of the print price, which is what you pay to produce it, and then you charge the customers a retail price. So say your print price is $3, your retail price may be $14, and then your profit would be the difference between $3 and $14. Okay, so what we're talking about here is the cost of production, the base cost of printing your book per unit. And the example that they gave, hold on one second, guys. They said the example of the 2% print pricing increase. So the price to print a 200-page, 6x9 black and white paperback book, so that's like average, today cost, well, not today anymore, but when they sent me this email, cost $3.58. On and after April 1st, the $3.58 for that book will raise to $3.66. Now, this may not look like a big change. It's like it's like 8 cents difference per book. So it may not look like a super big change to you, but when you order your books like in bulk, like a lot of them, like by the hundreds, or even if you're making a lot of sales by the thousands, then it does make a difference. So you really want to consider that when you're choosing the pricing for your book, guys. And I probably should do a teaching about how to price your book, but when choosing the pricing for your book, you have to consider so many factors. You have to consider your production costs. That's why textbooks are so expensive, because textbooks are super big. Look how many pages, look how much paper, look how much ink, look how much goes into producing just one book. That's why you have to pay hundreds of dollars for a textbook, because it costs so much to produce that textbook alone. And then it also says, let's see, the significant increase in print and manufacturing costs this will be within the print industry as a whole. So I did receive this message from my distributor, Ingram, but it's saying that this raise will apply to the whole print industry. So whether you're printing with Amazon KDP, Blurb, or another print-on-demand platform, this should apply to you as well. But I will say that Ingram is already more expensive than KDP and the other platforms to print on. They do have better quality from my experience. But if this really bothers you and you're looking for larger profit margins, I definitely recommend self-publishing through KDP, because they are cheaper. And this may have an impact on you as well. But like we said, there is a good and there's a bad. So more authors are coming, so we're sharing more space within the industry, but that's also really good to know that our industry is growing, our industry is booming. I also want to share with you guys that this is really exciting news. So this article said that more independent authors will see real income from book sales and will be able to quit their day jobs. Last April, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos revealed that over 1,000 independent authors surpassed 100,000 in Kindle Direct publishing royalties in 2017. All right, guys, so this is good news. So let me tell you what this means. I know that a lot of you aspire to be full-time authors, full-time writers, and it is possible. And it is my situation. I'm a full-time author and entrepreneur. I do not work a 9-to-5. Like, this is my job. And I want you guys to be encouraged to know that the industry is growing. And this Amazon CEO shared the statistic of 2017, so it's probably even better now. But in 2017, over 1,000, over 1,000 independent authors. So these are not authors that were under like a big publisher. These are self-published authors who did it by themselves. So over 1,000 self-published authors surpassed $100,000 salary, not in all their book sales, but just in their KDP, meaning their ebooks, their ebook royalties. So they made over $100,000 just from selling, just their ebooks, not even considering the money they made from their print books. And these were people who didn't go from like a big name publisher. These are people who self-publish on their own. So reading that is really encouraging, and I wanted to share those stats and that news with you. And I also wanted you guys, if you are in the process of publishing your book, I want you to take advantage of every medium possible in order to make more sales. I want you to really expand to all distribution outlets. Sometimes we just focus on, just getting on Amazon, but there are many distributors out there. And that is why I love publishing with Ingram, because they are the world's largest distributors, and literally they have access to everybody. But make sure even when you are publishing through KDP, they have an option to select expanded distribution. Make sure to select expanded distribution. And I think they require that you do the BSAC code. So do the BSAC code and do the expanded distribution, because it'll widen your range. But not just the distribution outlets. I want you guys to think of your book in all different formats, guys. Okay, so the soft cover book, if you can do it, the ebook. We usually always think of just the soft cover and the ebook. But sometimes maybe you can do the hardcover and charge that at a bigger price. So you can have the hardcover, you can have the soft cover, you can have the ebook. And on top of that, guys, I want us to widen our, our mindset. We need to start doing audiobook versions of our book as well. Okay, audiobooks are on the rise, and they're growing like crazy. And actually, there was a statistic that people are reading less than they were reading before. People are getting lazy. Everything is digitized, and people are getting more. They want to listen more. They're used to watching, listening to podcasts. If you guys haven't noticed, podcasts are on the rise. Audio is on the rise. It says that digital audio accounted for 25% of all of HarperCollins. HarperCollins is a publisher. Digital revenue in the first quarter of 2018. And it said that Simon & Schuster has said digital audio sales rose a striking 43% in the same period. So people are buying, audiobooks. Like, they like that. So definitely consider adding an audiobook to your next project, especially if you're not in a rush to publish. If you're taking your time and making sure you do everything right, look up studios in your area. Get in a good studio that you can really record your audio. And I feel like it will bring more profit to you, and it can add more sales to you. But it's just something to think about. And the platform, for uploading your audio for your audiobook is audible.com. audible.com. And then the last announcement that I want to make is the ISBN numbers. And this kind of goes with what we were talking about distribution. And I think I shared that with you guys before. But with ISBN numbers, a lot of times people just use the free, KDP ISBN number, and that is limited, okay? That is not universal. So I recommend really investing in a universal ISBN, and you can get that from myidentifiers.com. But there has been a raise in price, guys. And I don't know if this has to do with the same reason of why there was a raise in, print and production costs, if it's because, there's so many authors now. But I remember when ISBN numbers, it was just $99, $99 for one ISBN. But now it is $125, so 26 more bucks to get an ISBN. But if you know that, if you're someone who you're going to have a whole bunch of books, you have a lot of book ideas, you're a full-time author, they do have packages where you can buy ISBNs in bulk, and it's like at a discount. So that's what I did. When I did my first book, I bought 10 ISBNs because I also knew that I'm a publisher. I'm going to be publishing other people's books, so I need ISBNs anyways, and I knew that I would be, writing more books myself. So with all of this said, because prices, in the publishing industry are going up to produce your book, you're paying more for the ISBN number, you're paying more for the book, to get the book produced itself. I really want you guys to be competitive with your pricing. Really do your research on what you should price your book, and don't just price it anything, because if you don't see profit at the end of the day, then something is wrong with your margins. Something is not right. You're not properly taking into account the work that you put in and the investment that you put in, and you're just slapping a price on there, treating your book like it's cheap, and then you don't see the feedback that you want to get from it. Okay, so that is it I can't believe this was a 16-minute video, but that is it for today's premium content. Next week, we will have another premium content video. One of you guys asked me to do a video on formatting a screenplay or screenwriting. So So I'm totally excited about that. I would love to do that for you guys. And if you guys have any other comments or suggestions or things that you want to do, always leave it down below in the comments section. And I hope to see you guys in the forum. I added a workshopping area on there so we can workshop one another's work and pieces. If you are currently working on a chapter of your book, an outline, a poem, whatever it is, put it in the workshop. Read the guidelines. I would love to read what you're working on and give you feedback, and maybe some of the other ladies on the network as well would like to see what you're working on and give you feedback as well. Alrighty, so until next Wednesday, I'll see you guys. Bye.